Good evening, PEP scholars. Welcome to another live PEP class. This is Thursday evening, and so we'll be doing our curriculum-based test. So as usual, we're going to play our schedule of live classes, and then we'll go into our critical thinking skills, right? Critical thinking skills. All right, so here's our schedule. Hello CSEC math students, I know you are busy preparing for your math tests and your CSEC exams coming up. I have a very important question to ask you. Do you like my new hat? Thank you. Now another important question. Have you ever gotten a math problem wrong simply because of making one little mistake? I'm sure you have, as thousands of other students have. Now in this series, we're going to be looking at the common mistakes that students make with all the topics in CSEC Math. We're going to look at the common errors, demystify everything, make sure you watch every video in this series so that you can avoid making those mistakes. So stay tuned. Hello scholars, did you know that most times when students get problems wrong in mathematics is as a result of one single error or one mistake? Well, this is absolutely true, and we're going to be looking at the common errors that students make in the different topics in mathematics. If we know the errors beforehand, we can certainly avoid making them. Are you ready? Come on, take my hand. All right, so let's see who is in studio with us. So we have John, Amari, Antoine, Madison, Kiara, Coleman. Hello, one and all.
Good evening, panelists on all other platforms.
Good evening, Coleman. What is it? Kira? Kira. Okay. Welcome, Kira. So, John, what's with the hoodie?
Nothing, miss.
Antoine, what's up?
Everything is alright, miss.
Long time no see.
Yes, miss. The last time the room was full.
Oh, okay. All right, so let's see what we have this evening. All right. I don't know where Legion Day is. Coleman is asking where's Legion Day. She's probably somewhere out there in the chat. I know she's missed, but we haven't seen her in a while. So it's critical thinking skills, and the topic is national insurance scheme. Who wants to explain for me what they understand by health insurance? Anyone?
Miss, can I?
Go ahead, Madison.
Health insurance is when if you have any diseases or you need to go to a hospital and there's a fee that you have to pay, your insurance can cover some of that fee or all of the fee, so you don't have to pay.
Okay. So do you ever have to pay the
Yes,
insurance?
miss.
So you
Wait.
have to pay the insurance company.
Yes, miss.
So how that work out for you if you still have to pay them and then they you said they pay some or all of the cost? How does it work out for the customer then?
Um, Miss, I'm not really sure.
Okay. Anybody else has any ideas about health insurance, how it works? So you do have to
Miss,
pay.
I know. I know. Miss, I
Yes,
know.
John?
Takes out
Go ahead.
a portion of his salary, miss, and stores it. So when you get old and retired, miss, you get paid a month, miss, or a week from the amount of
Oh,
money
so
that you got.
you're talking about pension.
Yes, miss. Then sure.
Right. So but I'm asking about health insurance.
Miss, first, miss, for health insurance is when you cover the cost for bills, miss.
Okay. So Madison said that, but I was thinking if I have to pay the company still, and then the company the company is gonna pay some or probably all of my medical bills, but I still have to pay the company. So I was wondering how that work out for me. Why not just keep my money and pay when I need it?
Exactly. Yes, miss, that makes more sense. Instead of having to pay by the company.
Okay. I wonder though if I wonder if the amount that I have to pay the company is just a fraction of what the company would pay out if I need it. Maybe that's how it works. So for example, if let's say I pay the company $10 per month, right? I pay the health insurance company $10 per month, and I go to the hospital, my bill might come to thousands of dollars or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. So it seems that the benefit is you pay a small amount per month, but if you should ever need the coverage, more than likely it's going to be much more than the amount that each person pays. So the thing is, each member will pay a small amount, and that money is pooled together because most persons are not going to need surgery or are not going to need medication all the time. So everybody pays a little bit, and then that goes into a fund from which they draw money for those who need it. And that's why they're able to pay so much at once when it is needed. So we're going to examine an advertisement that was put out by the National Insurance Scheme, the NIS, and we're going to answer some questions as usual. So people are asking in the chat, how comes the studio is always full? I keep telling you guys, there are some students who they live at the studio door. I'm telling you. I came on, and within a second, I saw 4 persons in the studio already. It's like they were sleeping at the door. So, to go to the first question, and I'm going to ask Madison to read the advertisement and then the question.
Okay, miss. No matter your job, no matter your age, contribute to MIS today and reap the benefits of NI Gold quality healthcare in the golden years.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, what is the meaning of NIS? Number one, what is the meaning of NIS? May should I read the advertisement again?
Yes, please.
Okay. No matter your job, no matter your age, contribute to NIS today and reap the benefits of NI Gold, quality healthcare in the golden years. Miss, I can't see what's in the shield.
Okay, let me see if I can find a better picture of the shield. That's the shield.
Okay, Miss. National Insurance Scheme. Always working for you. National Insurance Scheme. Always working for you.
All right, so what's the meaning of NIS?
National Insurance Scheme.
Okay, so N for national. So N for national is, so this is a government run insurance scheme, national insurance scheme. We have privately run insurance schemes as well. All right, this takes forever, doesn't it? All
Yes,
right,
what's
this
wrong
takes
with it?
forever, but we're there, we're there, we're there. All right, we're there.
Yep,
That's
it most
supposed to be a
definitely
C.
took forever.
Coleman, number two.
True or false? Any working person can come. Number two. True or false? Any working person can contribute to the NIS. Number two. True or false? Any working person can contribute to NIS.
So is
Miss,
that true or false? Any working person can become a member of the NIS.
I think so because it did say so on the paper, on the
Look at the advertisement right there now. What does it say?
I can't see the start, but I can only see contribute to
Oh,
NIS
is there
today.
anyone who can read up here? Anybody can see this?
Yes, Miss. Yes, miss, I can.
Read it for me, Madison.
No matter your job, no matter your age. No matter your job, no matter your age.
So this is how we know, right? Once you're working, and perhaps even for persons not working, no matter what your job is, no matter what your age. So that would be true then. Okay. All right. Amari.
Okay, miss. Number three. What are the golden years? Number three. What are the golden years?
So it says quality healthcare in the golden years.
Oh, miss, I
What
understand
do,
what that means.
what do they mean by the golden years?
Mm, Miss, does it mean? Mm,
You never heard mention people say the golden in your golden years?
No, miss. Miss, I've heard it
Have
on
you ever
Darman.
watched, have you ever watched the comedy The Golden Girls?
No, miss. Miss, why would you watch the Golden Girls comedy?
You watch
I
the
don't watch
Golden
comedy.
Girls?
Yes, miss, I have watched the Golden Girls. Isn't that the golden age, like when you're old?
Yes.
Yes,
So
yeah,
the
that's true.
Golden Girls is a comedy about four old ladies.
Oh, Miss also Mrs. also gave you key sense. Miss keywords. Mister gave you some clues. Quality healthcare in the golden years.
Yeah, the
Miss
Golden
because you
Years.
can pay for your own medical bill
Yeah.
when you're young.
So your golden years are when you are older. So what words can we use? What words we use sometimes to describe persons who are older?
Elderly,
So
miss.
words
Elderly.
like
Elderly.
elderly. What
Yes.
else? What else?
Uh-huh. I don't know.
Anything else? Senior citizen. How about that?
Seniors.
Seniors or senior citizens. We also refer to them as geriatric. Ever hear that word?
Nope. No, miss.
Geriatric. So a geriatric nurse takes care of elderly patients. He or she specializes in taking care of the elderly.
Yes, miss. Like
Geriatrics is the study of old people. All right, so that's the golden years. John, number 4.
yeah. Okay. Number 4. The slogan always works for you means the
Always
slogan
working.
always works for you. Oh, sorry. The slogan always working for you means number 4. The slogan always working for you means A. NIS is looking for a job. B. The NIS is going into retirement. C. The NIS is looking out for its members. D. The NIS is hiring those who need work. The NIS is looking for a job. B. The NIS is going into retirement. C. The NIS is looking at members. D. The NIS is hiring those who.
What would what do they mean by always working for you? Which one of those?
Miss,
Always
Miss, I
working.
would say, Miss, I would say the NIS is looking out for its members. C, because it's always working for you.
Always working for you, right? So it's always looking out for its members. That is their claim. It's an advertisement, and so we know that if you're going to advertise, you are going to say nice things about yourself. Isn't that so? Yes or no?
Yes, miss. Yes, miss.
Whether it is true or false, if you're advertising, you're going to say nice things. Antoine, question 5.
Okay, miss. Question Question 5. What four circumstances are lead to someone losing their income? Question 5. What four circumstances are can lead to someone losing their income?
Can you read what's up here, Antoine?
No, miss, it's very on my side.
Madison, can you see here?
No, miss.
All right, so it says you already know that national insurance offers financial protection to you and your family against loss of income arising from injury on the job, incapacity, retirement, and death of the insured. You already know that national insurance offers financial protection to you and your family against loss of income arising from injury on the job, incapacity, retirement, and death of the insured. So, what four circumstances can lead to someone losing their income. What's your income? What's income?
Miss, your income is how much money you get for yourself
From?
from like a business
Okay.
or
So it's also called your salary, your wages, your earnings, the money that you make from the job that you do. That's your income. So according to this ad, what are four things that can lead to someone losing their job, losing money from their job? So let's see what they say. So Jonathan says injury on the job, retirement, the person who was insured died and maybe had beneficiaries who now don't have any money coming to them, and incapacity. What do you think incapacity means? What does that word mean? Incapacity. Look it up quick, somebody, and tell me. I want the meaning of incapacity. I want the meaning of retirement. Injury
Miss,
on the job, that would be, so you're on the job and maybe your job involves handling dangerous equipment or going to very high places or something like that, and then an accident occurs and you are injured. Yes, go
Miss,
ahead. Go ahead.
I found the meaning of incapacity.
same here, Miss.
Okay, Coleman read it for me and then Antoine read.
Okay. It says one physical or mental inability to do something or manage one's affairs. They can,
Mm-hmm.
and they, for example, they say they can be sacked only for incapacity and or misbehavior. Two, legal legal disqualification. Example, they are not subject to any legal incapacity.
All right. Antoine, let me hear what you found.
Miss, I was going to search up for incapacity, but since common ordered it, I will search up retirement, and this is
Oh,
my meaning.
okay. So tell me what you found for retirement.
Okay, Miss. The action or fact of leaving one's job or and ceasing to work.
So when you go into retirement, you're certain. I have worked from I became an adult, I started working, and now it is time to just take it easy and enjoy the benefits of all the work that I've put in. Some persons go into early retirement. Maybe they come into a great fortune when they're very young and they say, you know what, I don't have to work anymore. I can just live off the money that I've already made. I'm going to retire and travel the world and see the sights and just enjoy it. And some persons work all the way up to their 60s, even beyond. And then they retire and they live on a pension. So they get a fixed amount of money every month, and that helps them with their living expenses. All right. So then, going back to the question, then, so the four things would be going into retirement, being injured on the job, becoming incapacitated or disabled. And if you are a beneficiary of someone who has died, then you no longer have that coming to you because the person has died. This word here, this is first aid. What's that? Who wants to explain? See this box here with a red cross on it? And it says first aid. What's that?
Miss, it's like a box of tools to help, like bandages and band-aids and all of that, to help if you are hurt or sick or something like that.
Why did they call it first aid and not second aid or third aid? Why first aid?
Because it should be your first choice to go to.
First choice to go to. That's a good answer. So these are the things that you can do immediately as something happens. These are first aid would be what you can do immediately to help the person. So as Coleman says, you might have some bandages because you want to stop bleeding. You want to stop the bleeding. What are other things that we might find in a first aid kit? Do you have a first aid kit at home? Have
Yes,
you ever
miss.
had one? What are
Yes,
some
miss, I
things?
have to.
Okay, what are some things that we would find in a good first aid kit?
Bandages,
Bandages,
antibiotics,
antibiotic.
miss, the wrap that they use to wrap your leg if you break
Okay,
it or your arm.
okay.
Miss, I
Um,
also know one.
What's that?
Gauze.
Gauze, cotton,
miss,
alcohol,
tape.
tape, scissors.
Yes, miss.
Yeah, all these things are good. Cotton swabs, great things to have in your first aid kit. All right, so let's move on now. That was Antoine's question. And now it is Kira back, Madison?
No, miss, I think she fell out, but she was here before.
Let me check if she's here. Oh, I don't see her. So we go back to Madison now. Your question, Madison.
Miss, read what it has there, right?
Yes, and then read the
When,
question.
okay. Miss. When you make regular contributions to NIS, you automatically become eligible when you reach pension age for NI Gold coverage, which offers subsides on all healthcare
Subsidies.
services. S-
Subsidies.
Subsidies on all healthcare services. When you make regular contributions to NIS, you automatically become
Eligible.
el- eligible when you reach pension age for NI Gold coverage, which offers subsidies on all healthcare services. How does one qualify to receive benefits from the NIS? 6. How does one qualify to receive benefits from the NIS? Miss, I say when you make regular contributions.
Okay, that's correct. So it tells us when you make regular contributions. So you can't just pay this time and then you know pay for a couple months, or you don't pay for a year and then you expect to get the benefits. You have to be a regular contributor. And what are subsidies? So it says the coverage offers subsidies. Look for this word for me. And that word that Madison was kind of struggling with,
Eligible.
eligible, that means you are qualified. So this is the word qualified, become eligible. Look for subsidies. If you don't see the plural, then there will be a Y after the D for the singular. Subsidy. First person to find it, read it for me, please.
Found it, miss.
Subsidy. Oh,
Who was first? Coleman?
I think so.
All right, so both of you will read for me. Go first, Coleman.
Okay, the first meaning I have is 1. A sum of money granted by the state or a public body to help an industry or business keep the price of, of a commodity or service low. Uh, Example, a farm subsidy. 2. Historical. A parliament grant to the sovereign sovereigns for state needs.
All right. Thanks, Coleman. Madison, was it you who had the next definition?
Yes, miss. Subsidy. A subsidy or government incentive is a form of financial aid or support extended to an economic sector, generally with aim of promoting economic and social policy. Although commonly extended from the government, the term subsidy can relate to any type of support, for example, from NGOs or as implicit subsidies.
Okay. So subsidies are ways of supporting by, probably offering less prices for things or just actually giving things to the beneficiaries. So Jonathan, Nyla, Nia, and Jalil, I think, type the same definition. So let me just read that. A subsidy is a direct or indirect payment, economic concession, or privilege granted by usually a government, private firms, households, or other governmental units in order to provide a public objective. So the NIS gives subsidies. They are expecting you, however, to be a regular contributor. Coleman, question 7.
Read the
Yes, read it again.
When you make regular contributions to NIS, you automatically become eligible when you reach pension pension age for NI Gold coverage, which offers subsidies on all health care services. Number 7. What is pension age? When you make a regular contribution to NIS, you automatically become eligible when you reach pension age for NI Gold coverage, which offers which offers subsidies on all healthcare services. Number 7. What is pension age?
Okay, so they say when you reach pension age, what do they mean by pension age?
Looking it up, Miss.
Hmm?
Miss, Miss, I'm looking it up.
Oh, anybody else know already?
Mi-
What's pension age?
Miss, I found it.
Go ahead, Coleman.
Insurance, life insurance, pension. Retirement age is the age at which people usually stop working when they are eligible for Social Security or a pension.
Did they say what the age was?
No, miss.
All right. Does anybody have any idea what age that would be around? When you stop working and you say, I'm going to retire, I'm going to
At
enjoy the
like
benefits.
60,
I would say around
It varies.
65 or 70.
And so Madison saying about 60. Antoine says maybe about 65, 70. It actually does vary depending on where you're living, but mostly it's in that region 60, 65, thereabouts, right? And also it differs in the government sector and in the private sector. So maybe government workers 60, 65 years depending on where you're living. And you would be asked to go into retirement and start receiving your pension. So the NIS is saying once you have been a regular contributor, you automatically become eligible. Once you reach pension age, you automatically become eligible for the NI Gold coverage. So what we're going to do now, we're going to look at the actual coverage and see what the benefits of the NI Gold are. So here we have the different benefits: doctor's visits, prescription drugs, dental, optical, surgical operations, hospitalization, x-ray, and lab service. All right, so Coleman, oh no, Coleman just did number 7, right? Amari, number 8. Amari, are you sleeping?
Miss, I was having mic problems. Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you now. Go ahead.
Number 8. How many NIS benefits are offered to members? Number 8. How many NIS benefits to members?
So while Amari is checking that up,
Miss,
hold on, Amari. Nia was saying for the pension age, Nia and Jonathan have the same definition, and that is the age at which a member of a pension scheme normally becomes entitled to receive his or her pension under the scheme rules, most often 60 or 65. And Jalil said retirement age is the age at which people usually stop working, usually when they are eligible for Social Security or a pension. Go ahead, Amari.
Miss, I said the answer is 7, Miss.
7.
Yes, Miss.
All right. And how do you come by that number?
Sorry, Miss. 6.
6.
Yes, Miss.
So my question is still, how do you come by that number? How you come by 6?
It's because at the benefits part, Miss. It's at the benefits part, Miss, you count it.
So where you calling the benefits part? What's the first term under the benefits part that you're looking at?
Miss, daily, room, and board.
Okay, so you're talking about this section, right?
Yes, Miss.
But what about this section here? Benefits continue here. Do you see that?
Oh, yes, Miss.
Okay, the benefits continue. So how many benefits are offered?
Miss, 16. Sorry,
16.
11, Miss. Sorry, Miss. 11.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 benefits. So those benefits are daily room and board, patient hospital miscellaneous, outpatient hospital, surgeon fees, assistant surgeon, anesthetist, doctor's visit, consultant's fee, laboratory diagnostic, prescription drugs, and dental and optical. All right, John, question 9.
Okay, Miss. Question 9. What is the most that a person can claim per year having a diagnostic lab work done? Number 9. What is the most that a person can claim per year for having a diagnostic lab work done? Diagnostic lab. Miss, $4,000.
Okay. So it says for laboratory or diagnostic for the year, the maximum you can claim is $4,000. So that's correct. $4,000 is the most you can claim. All right. Antoine, question 10.
Okay, Miss. Question 10. If Mrs. Peters visited the doctor 3 times last Wednesday, how many of those visits can she claim for? Question 10. If Mrs. Peters visited the doctor 3 times last Wednesday, how many of those visits can she claim for?
So Mrs. Peters, something happened and she had to go to the doctor last week Wednesday and go back 3 times in the same day. How many of those visits can she claim for under the NI goals and get the benefits? How many of those visits are they going to pay for or pay part of? So Antoine isn't ready with his answer yet. Anybody else want to answer that one? How many of her visits? She went back 3 times the same day. Where does it tell us how many of those visits she can claim for? Nobody? No takers? Okay, so Jonathan says 1. Why 1? Why can't she only claim for 1? All right, so if we look at the chart, it says under doctor's visits, the conditions are maximum 1 per day. 1 visit per day they'll pay for. And the maximum they'll pay is $500 for that visit. Okay, so the maximum number of times you can go to the doctor in that one day is 1 visit, 1 time. If you want them to cover another visit, you have to wait for another day. But in that one day, a maximum of 1 visit. Any other visit you have to pay out of your pocket. Madison, number 11.
11. A person can claim for consultant fee by referral only. What do you think that means? A person can claim for consultant fee by referral only. What do you think that means? Miss, I think you have to call them first before you can get the consultant fee. You can't just
Call them
go
who?
unexpectedly.
Call them who?
Call the National Insurance Scheme.
You have to call the National Insurance Scheme and tell them what? Tell them that you're coming.
Tell them that you'd like a consultant's fee.
Tell them that you'd like reimbursement for your consultant fee.
Yes.
Where does it say you have to? Well, it says referral only. Let me hear what other persons are saying. So the NIS is saying, we will refund your consultant fee or part of it, but by referral only. By referral only. Anybody knows what that means? By the way, who is a consultant? I need to know where's the dictionary person again? Was it Antoine or Coleman? Who was the dictionary man this evening? First person to find the word consultant? Read for me and let us know who is a consultant.
Miss, for
Go ahead.
consultant, one who consults or another. The second definition is one who gives professional advice or services. Expert, ex- expert. Other words from consultant synonyms, example sentences. Miss, we
Read
don't
the
know.
last definition, the second definition again.
Okay, miss. One who gives professional advice or services.
One who gives professional advice or services. So, an expert, a specialist. A consultant is a specialist. So, let's say you have some ailment affecting, where now? The heart, right? You might immediately you would go to your family doctor, your general practitioner, your regular family doctor. But the general practitioner is not a specialist in the heart. And if there's something that needs specialist attention, then your general family doctor is going to refer you to a specialist who is an expert in conditions of the heart. And that person is called a cardiologist. We have many specialist doctors, right? So the cardiologist specializes in the heart, the pediatrician specializes in children, the urologist specializes in the bladder and the kidneys and how those function. And we can go on, and the obstetrician specializes in pregnancy. The neurologist specializes in the brain. So we have many specialists and they are consultants. So what the NIS is saying, the only time they will refund you your consultant fee is if you first went to your general practitioner, your family doctor, and you got a letter of reference or referral straight to the specialist, straight to the consultant. So you must have that letter to say your family doctor saw you and referred you to the specialist. Without that letter, they are not going to refund you your consultant fee. Do you understand? Whose question was that again? Antoine?
No, miss, I don't think so.
Who was it? Madison?
Yes, miss.
All right. So those who did not understand the referral only, that's what it means. You must have a referral letter from your family doctor sending you to the consultant, and then you can get refunded for your consultant fee. So now it's Coleman's question number 12. Coleman, are you there, Coleman? All right, Amari.
Okay, miss. Hello. Number 12. What's the most you can claim for having surgery done? Number 12. What's the most you can claim for having surgery done? Miss, I would say, Miss, 30,000.
All right, so it says surgery, surgeon fees Maximum $30,000. All right. So if you have surgery, if it comes to, if your surgery came to $50,000, you are going to have to find the rest. They are only going to pay up to $30,000 of it for each procedure. So now, John, number 13.
Okay, miss. I'm sorry. Wait, miss. The
Yes,
picture
read
as
this
well.
one. Yeah.
Okay. For information on enrolled,
John,
it
I would like for
eight
you to stop eating the
eight
words.
9920. Miss.
Stop eating my words.
Okay, miss.
Read them one by one.
Information, miss. For more information on NI go call the 888-991-2089 or visit the NIS office in your parish. The address in blue pages. Email NISA and you at mls.gov.jm. Website www.mlss.gov.jm. For information on NIGO, call the 888-991-2089 or visit the NIS office in your parish. See addresses and blue pages. Email Lisa and you at mlss.gov.jm. Website www.mlss.gov.jm. Please how's that?
Better.
Ah, I'm not princess. 13. Mr. Johnson wants to visit the NIS office to sign up for membership. Where can he find the location of the office? Number 13. Mr. Johnson wants to visit the NIS office to sign up for membership. Where can he find the location of the office? Oh, miss, you can find the address in 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 the blue pages, miss. In blue pages.
And what are the blue pages?
Miss, I don't know.
Who knows what are the blue pages? What are the blue pages, guys?
Mace, the blue pages are in a blue book. That's why the pages are blue.
Which blue book? Any blue book?
Yes, miss, a blue book with blue pages.
So you're saying I will find the NIS address in any book with a blue page? Any book with blue pages?
Yes, miss, specifically on the middle page. That's where you find it.
Or let me ask you this. Do you know what are the yellow pages?
Yes, miss.
What are the yellow pages?
Miss, the yellow
Well,
pages
miss,
are
it's a big book with numbers and advertisements in there.
Okay, so it's a telephone directory. It has businesses and advertisements, addresses, telephone numbers. All right, so the blue pages are part of that telephone directory, but the blue pages tell you about government agencies. The yellow pages will tell you about commercial entities, private entrepreneurs, and so on, other businesses. The blue pages specialize in government agencies. So next time you take up your telephone directory, look at the front and you will see a thin section with blue pages, and those are the government agencies. The final question goes to Antoine. Go ahead, Antoine.
Okay, miss. Question 14. Sheldon Henry stayed in the hospital for 2 weeks. His bill was $23,000. How much money can he claim for under the NI goal? Question 14. Henry Sheldon Henry stayed in the hospital for 2 weeks. His bill was $23,000. How much money can he claim for under the NI goal?
So Sheldon was in the hospital for 2 weeks. And the bill, he ran up a $23,000 hospital bill. Would the NIS pay all of that bill? And if not, how much can Sheldon claim? How much can he ask them to pay out of that $23,000?
Miss, I can't really see what it says on the post there or on the page.
On the page,
Yes, miss. The pictures are blurry.
let me see if I find one that's clearer. Is that one any clearer?
Kind of, miss.
Kind of.
I think that's the clearest one. Let me go back.
Well, miss, I really can't.
Yeah, I think that's the clearest one. So he stayed in the hospital. So this is room and board in the hospital is per night $800. Per night $800 if you're staying in the hospital. So he stayed. Messilin is saying he can ask for $500. Just $500, Messilin, out of the 23,000. Jalil says, I love your videos. Thank you, Jalil. Jalil says he can ask for 1,500. So they're saying the maximum they will pay per night for room and board, that means to stay and get food and whatever, is $800. That's the most they're going to pay per night. Mr. Henry stayed 2 weeks. And at the end of that 2 weeks, they said, Mr. Henry, you now owe us $23,000. That's what he owes the hospital. How much will the NIS pay? How much out of that? Will they pay the full 23,000? You need to tell me now. Will they pay his full bill of 23,000? Mr. Henry just have to pack up his stuff and go home and him all right, nothing more to pay?
I
Or
think so.
will they pay some of it? And if so, how much will they pay? That's what you think, Madison, they'll pay the full 23,000?
And miss, I think you have to pay it back. I'm not
Yes, to pay.
sure.
Remember, he's a regular contributor, so they would have worked out how much money he pays per month, and he has been paying that per month, right? So now it's time he needs the He needs the service. So he's calling on them now to stand their part of the deal. That's the deal, you know. The deal is when you are healthy, when nothing is wrong with you, you are going to be paying some money every month. When you need the services, when something goes wrong, their part of the deal is they are going to provide the money or some of the money, depending on what the arrangements are. But they have some stipulations, they have some conditions that they will not go above a certain amount of money for different things. So they're saying where it comes to staying at a hospital or any kind of facility like that where you'll have room and board, they will not pay more than $800 per night. That's what they're saying. So Mr. Henry stayed there for 2 weeks. So how much will the NIS pay? This is the last question, guys. Come on. Put on your thinking caps.
Wait, Miss, what's the
John,
question? Miss, what's the question? Miss,
are
answer the question.
you John asked me what's the
Miss,
question?
answer the question.
You know, I
I
knew
answer
that
the question.
hoodie was gonna cause problem tonight, you know, John.
Miss, I
From Miss
answer the
Pia, I
question.
want the hoodie.
Miss,
From Miss Pia put on the
I
hoodie,
know
me
the
know it's a
question.
problem. How can you be asking me?
Hey,
What
Miss,
kind
what's
of
the
question?
question? Miss, I
Huh?
don't. Miss, you're not on the question, Miss.
I'm not on the question.
No, Miss. Miss, I don't see the slide.
You're not seeing the slide? Students, you're not seeing the slide
Number
on the
14.
screen?
Miss, that says number 12.
Miss is blurry.
Miss, that says
It
number 12.
says
But
But
Miss, you're
Antoine,
on number 12.
Yes,
Antoine
Miss.
read the question. See the question there. But
yes.
I've been repeating the question. I went back so you could see because you said you weren't seeing this screen properly. So I went back to 12. But Antoine read the question and I've been repeating the question over and over. He stayed there for 2 weeks. The bill come to 23,000. How much can he claim? How much money will he get back from the NIS? Will they give him the $23,000 or will they give him some of it? And if it's only some, they're going to give him how much? That's all I'm asking, guys. This is the last question. John, take off the hoodie. It's blocking your thoughts.
No, Miss, it's not. Miss, it's
Tell me
perfectly
the
fine.
answer then.
Miss, I strongly agree.
So tell me the answer then. I bet you if you take it off, the answer flow right into you. So tell me now. Come, guys, let's wrap this up because I have my CXC class. So $800 maximum they're going to pay per night. How many nights is 2 weeks?
14 days. 14
14 days.
nights.
14 nights. 14 times the $800 give what? Work that out. 14 times $800. Is that 10,002?
Miss, that's
11,200.
yes, Miss 11,000. Miss 11,200.
11,002?
Yes, miss.
Miss, you
So
were
they
right,
will
Miss. Right. The answer
so
flow right back.
so they're going to pay 11,002. So how much of it Mr. Henry going to have to pay? How much of the money Mr. Henry have to pay?
Miss, you would have to pay. Let's see. Miss, you would have to pay 11,800 dollars.
Correct. He has to pay 11,008 because they're only paying $800 per night for room and board. And that's the wrap.
Yes, Miss, I agree.
Very smart of you to agree, Antoine. That's the wrap.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. All right. So tomorrow we're back to our what? Curriculum-based test.
Miss, when are we going to again?
The ability test gone, so we not do that again
Exactly. We
today.
don't have to do ability.
Ability test gone.
Yes, Miss.
Amari, we give the people what they want, don't it? We give the people what they
Miss,
want. The PEP
does grade
students,
4 and 5 have ability?
no, they have performance tasks. We'll do that in May.
Miss, performance tasks is scary. I am scared of performance tasks.
Well, you don't have to
What?
do it.
I got 96% in
No.
performance task. That's interesting.
We give the people what they want. The PEP students right now, they want the curriculum-based test. They're clamoring for it. So we're delivering it every day except for Thursdays. Because we always need to do our critical thinking. Okay. So that's the wrap, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. No hoodies. And here is our schedule of classes. Hello CSEC math students, I know you are busy preparing for your math tests and your CSEC exams coming up. I have a very important question to ask you. Do you like my new hat? Thank you. Now another important question. Have you ever gotten a math problem wrong simply because of making one little mistake? I'm sure you have, as thousands of other students have. Now in this series, we're going to be looking at the common mistakes that students make with all the topics in CSEC Math. We're going to look at the common errors, demystify everything. Make sure you watch every video in this series so that you can avoid making those mistakes. So stay tuned. Hello scholars, did you know that most times when students get problems wrong in mathematics is as a result of one single error or one mistake? Well, this is absolutely true, and we're going to be looking at the common errors that students make in the different topics in mathematics. If we know the errors beforehand, we can certainly avoid making them. Are you ready? Come on, take my hand.